What's up, Wrestlingverse? The Tribal Chief has returned, and the entire landscape of WWE has been shattered. Roman Reigns shocked the world when he made his earth-shattering comeback, and today we're breaking down everything you need to know about why this return changes absolutely everything. From backstage politics to championship implications, we're diving deep into the most talked about moment in wrestling this year. But before we acknowledge our Tribal Chief, make sure you smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, because Wrestlingverse CC is your ultimate destination for the hottest wrestling content on the platform. Let's set the scene, Wrestlingverse family. The WWE Universe was not prepared for what happened. Picture this: the arena is electric, the crowd is on their feet, and then, boom! The iconic sound hits, and suddenly everyone loses their minds because the Tribal Chief is back. Roman Reigns' return wasn't just a comeback, it was a statement. After months of speculation, rumors, and fans desperately waiting for any sign of the head of the table, he delivered in the most Roman Reigns way possible, with absolute dominance and undeniable presence. The timing couldn't have been more perfect. WWE's landscape had shifted dramatically in his absence, with new champions emerging, storylines evolving, and the entire power structure of the company changing. But the moment Roman stepped back into that ring, it was clear that the old regime was about to reclaim its throne. What made this return so special wasn't just the surprise factor, it was the way Roman carried himself. That swagger, that confidence, that "I never really left" attitude that only the Tribal Chief can deliver. He reminded everyone why he's been the face of WWE for nearly a decade, and why his absence created such a massive void in the company. To understand why this return is so monumental, we need to examine what led to Roman's time away from WWE. The wrestling world had been buzzing with speculation about Roman's status, with various reports suggesting everything from creative differences to personal projects outside of wrestling. During his absence, the WWE roster had to fill an enormous void. Roman Reigns isn't just another superstar, he's been the cornerstone of WWE programming for years. His storylines have driven major pay-per-views. His presence has anchored Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown, and his character development has been central to WWE's narrative structure. The Bloodline Saga, which many consider one of the greatest storylines in modern WWE history, had reached a crescendo before Roman's departure. The complex family dynamics, the betrayals, the championship reigns, all of it centered around Roman's character as the head of the table. His absence left fans wondering how these storylines would continue, and whether anyone could fill his shoes. But here's what the wrestling world learned during his time away: Roman Reigns isn't replaceable. While other superstars stepped up and delivered incredible performances, there was always something missing: that main event presence, that larger-than-life aura that only Roman possesses. The speculation about his return had reached fever pitch in recent weeks, with fans analyzing every social media post, every backstage report, and every hint from WWE officials. The anticipation had built to such a level that when he finally returned, the reaction was absolutely explosive. Roman's return has completely reshuffled the deck in WWE's ongoing storylines. The championship picture, which had been developing in interesting directions, suddenly has a massive new variable that changes everything. Current champions and contenders now have to reconsider their positions. Roman Reigns doesn't just participate in storylines, he transforms them. His presence elevates everyone around him, creates new dynamics, and opens up possibilities that simply didn't exist before his return. The roster dynamics have shifted dramatically. Superstars who had been positioned as top contenders now find themselves in a different hierarchy. Roman's return doesn't just affect the main event scene, it has a ripple effect throughout the entire card, influencing storylines from the mid-card to the tag team divisions. What's particularly fascinating is how Roman's character has evolved during his time away. The tribal chief we saw return wasn't exactly the same man who left. There's a new intensity, a different energy that suggests his time away has only sharpened his focus and heightened his determination to reclaim his position at the top of WWE. The creative team now has access to storylines and feuds that were impossible during Roman's absence. Dream matches that fans have been clamoring for are suddenly back on the table. Long-term storylines that were put on hold can now resume with renewed vigor and fresh perspective. The backstage reaction to Roman's return has been nothing short of electric. According to multiple sources within WWE, the energy in the locker room completely changed the moment Roman walked back through those doors. Fellow superstars, from veterans to newcomers, recognized that the landscape had fundamentally shifted. Industry insiders have been buzzing about the implications of Roman's return. Wrestling journalists, analysts, and former wrestlers have all weighed in on what this means for WWE's future direction. The consensus seems to be that Roman's return isn't just about one superstar coming back, it's about WWE reclaiming a key piece of its identity. The timing of the return has sparked intense speculation about WWE's long-term booking plans. Major pay-per-views on the horizon suddenly have new possibilities, and the road to WrestleMania has taken on an entirely different complexion with Roman back in the mix. What's particularly interesting is how Roman's return has affected the stock price and business metrics of WWE. The wrestling business is ultimately about drawing viewers, selling tickets, and creating moments that fans will remember forever. Roman's return accomplished all of these objectives simultaneously. Fellow wrestlers have been quick to praise Roman's return on social media, with many acknowledging the void his absence created and expressing excitement about the new possibilities his presence brings to the roster. Roman Reigns' character evolution over the years has been one of the most compelling stories in modern professional wrestling. From his early days as part of the Shield to his transformation into the Tribal Chief, Roman has continuously reinvented himself while maintaining the core elements that make him special. The character we saw return represents the culmination of years of character development. The Tribal Chief isn't just a wrestling persona. It's a fully realized character with depth, motivation, and authenticity that resonates with audiences worldwide. His time away seems to have only strengthened these character elements. What makes Roman's character so compelling is its complexity. He's simultaneously a hero and a villain, a protector and a conqueror, a family man and a ruthless competitor. This duality allows him to work with virtually any opponent and create compelling storylines regardless of the circumstances. His in-ring psychology has reached masterful levels. Roman understands how to work a crowd, how to build tension, and how to deliver moments that create lasting memories. His return demonstrated that his skills haven't diminished. If anything, they've been refined during his time away. The respect Roman commands from his peers is evident in how they react to his presence. Whether they're allies or adversaries, everyone elevates their game when working with Roman because they understand the magnitude of sharing the ring with him. The big question on everyone's mind is, what's next for Roman Reigns? His return has opened up a world of possibilities that has the entire WWE universe buzzing with anticipation. The championship picture suddenly has new dimensions, and dream matches that seemed impossible are back on the table. Potential feuds are already forming in fans' minds. Long-awaited rematches, fresh matchups with rising stars, and the continuation of suspended storylines all become possibilities with Roman's return. The creative team now has access to one of their most valuable assets, and the booking possibilities are endless. The road to major pay-per-views has been completely transformed. WrestleMania season takes on new meaning when Roman Reigns is part of the equation. His presence guarantees that whatever storylines develop will have the star power and emotional investment necessary to create truly memorable moments. Roman's return also raises questions about the bloodline storyline. Will we see the continuation of the family saga that captivated audiences for so long? How will other family members react to his return? These questions add layers of intrigue to an already compelling narrative. International markets are also buzzing about Roman's return. His global appeal makes him one of WWE's most valuable assets for international expansion, and his presence can significantly impact WWE's efforts to grow their audience worldwide. Wrestling vs. Family, Roman Reigns' return represents more than just another comeback story. It's a reminder of why he's been the cornerstone of WWE for nearly a decade. His absence created a void that couldn't be filled, and his return has reinvigorated the entire wrestling landscape. The Tribal Chief is back, and the wrestling world is better for it. Whether you love him or hate him, there's no denying that Roman Reigns brings an energy and presence that elevates everything around him. His return has created new possibilities, reignited old rivalries, and set the stage for what promises to be an incredible chapter in WWE history. Make sure you stay subscribed to Wrestling vs. CC because we'll be covering every twist and turn of Roman's return and its impact on the wrestling world. Hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest content, and let us know in the comments what you think about Roman's return and what you want to see next. The head of the table has returned, and the wrestling world will never be the same. Acknowledge him, Wrestling vs. Family, because the Tribal Chief is back where he belongs.